Drew Baldwin wants to know, Tony, do you have any good Randy Savage stories from your interactions with him?
I the only one I think I've told this story before was we had a meeting at the CNN Center, and Hogan was in there, and the Macho Man was in there, and I was there, and I think maybe Sullivan was there, a couple others, and they really had a question with Eric Bischoff. Had a question to ask Eric, and Eric was in his office. It wasn't too far down the hall. And they were like, well, he's on the phone. He's been on the phone. He's got the door shut. And I said, well, guys, we need to know right now. Fuck that shit. And I went boom, 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 pound on the door. Said, Eric, the guys have a question for you. Eric got up, walked in the room. They talked. He walked out. The Macho Man says, I like the way you operate.
Yeah.
To me. It's a story that I've told Jay Lethal many times. And Jay Lethal, in his Macho Man voice, will go, or his Black Machismo voice will come up and say, I like the way you operate. So
that's fine.
Yeah. So that's really my only Macho Man Randy Savage story, aside from the fact, and I brought this up many times to some of the young talent, and I've said this many times, and it's worth repeating every freaking time. And that is when we got to the building in the WWE in that 1989, that one run that I had there, he was the first man in the building. He got ready in his gimmick, and he sat there and waited to do interviews or whatever needed to be done. He was always ready. And I say that with emphatically because it's very difficult sometimes to get people ready to do their shit. You didn't ever have to tell, hey, get ready to go and do a promo, and they say, okay, give me 20 minutes. You never had to say that with him. You just said, get ready to do a promo, and he was there because he was always ready. So I appreciated his professionalism, which was unlike anyone I've ever worked with in business before.
Well said, Tony. You're giving us some good stuff today.